I'm Janette Milera. I'm a Ghana, Narungga, Arabana woman from South Australia. I deal with, I have a business called Dreaming Connection, which is a website based to connect South Australian Aboriginal community to employment training events and workshops. Yes, I've heard about Generation One. I know that they're an organisation that's out there to help close the gaps, not just the health gap, but the education gaps, all the gaps that Aboriginal communities have in trying to catch up to the non-Aboriginal community. And I think it's a great step forward for Aboriginal community, but I think it's really good that the non-Aboriginal community have come on board and the powers that be with the powers that they have, such as money, are investing in the Aboriginal community, and it's about time, I think, that people started investing in the Aboriginal youth and our communities, because we do have a lot of good potential in our community. I think one of the main things that is a big downfall of our Aboriginal community is the tall poppy syndrome. I think that Aboriginal people that are seen to want to achieve and do well for themselves are seen as wanting to break away from the Aboriginal community, and are seen as not being part of our communities, wanting to be something else. And I just think that we need to get away from that. I think we need to support and encourage our Aboriginal people and say, yes, you're doing really well and we're really proud of you, and support them in that way rather than try and chop them down with the tall poppy syndrome. Working in employment and training, I used to put a lot of our young Aboriginal kids here in the state government trainee positions, and I would continually argue with the employers in state government that some of these young children that are coming into employment are the first of their family to gain employment. It's not a normal thing for them to see someone getting up every day going to work 9 to 5. So these are the little things that I had to sit down and talk to the employers about. I didn't grow up with a parent, so I had no one telling me how to budget, how to look after my body, how to look after myself. So I had to learn it all myself. So these are the next generation are still dealing with all this stuff of trying to catch up, so to speak. So I suppose I get really frustrated when I hear stories like, oh, Aboriginal people don't want to work. It's like, Aboriginal people do want to work, we just need to be given that opportunity. I suppose one of the main things that I'd like to give our young people out there is that there's hope, and Aboriginal people have always from day one been knocked down and told that they're never good enough, and we need to get over accepting that as the norm and start saying, no, we are better than that, and we need to start lifting our self-esteem, and every knockback, get up and fight twice as hard and say, I'm not going to take it, I'm going to go and keep doing what I want to do, and eventually you will reach your dreams and you will fulfill them. But if you keep allowing people to put you down and knocking you back, we're going to end up another 30 years behind. Well, coming from employment and training and having a Centrelink background, I decided that a lot of the young people here needed support and help with linking and finding jobs, finding traineeships, and actually not knowing where to go. So I've decided that I need to create a business. So I'm looking at a business that will link all our young people with employment, training, workshops, any scholarships, funding. So it'll be a porthole for Aboriginal youth to access information for their future, but also I see it as a place for non-Aboriginal people working with Aboriginal youth and people in our communities as somewhere for them to go and gain information to better assist them in doing their job.